Hey you guys, I'm back with another recipe. Let's get into these sticky garlic parmesan wings, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we have lots of more videos on the way for you guys. And thank you guys for all of the love and support that we've been receiving, and thank you guys for being so patient. Now, so I started off with 1 pack of chicken wings from Walmart. I usually get them from Publix, but I was in Walmart this day, and I just put those to soak in some water with about half a cup of vinegar and some salt and one whole lime. And now you just see me here just taking off like the little wing, and I'm using my little knife to cut it in half. Honestly, I usually do this on a chopping board, but my boyfriend was using the chopping board to cut up the garlic for me, so I couldn't complain. Now I'm just dragging my knife against the skin just to take off all of that, the yellow stuff. I believe it's like excess like skin, the outer layer of skin or something of that sort. And I'm also just plucking off any feathers here. I saw a lot of people talking about using a lighter to take off the feathers as well. You can try that. I've never tried that. I usually do it this way. This is the way that my mom taught me, and it's the way that I feel like I get the best results. So like I said, I'm just dragging it across the chicken, taking off all that yellow stuff, any gunk that's on the skin. Like I press down on the chicken to like empty out the vein that's usually in there with all of that blood and all that stuff. And then this is the finished product right here. Nice clean chicken. Yes, I wash my chicken, and no, I will not ever stop washing my chicken for anyone. So now that everything is all clean, I just take a napkin and I lay those wings out on a tray, and I just pat them dry. You want to get as much water out of them as possible, and this is really crucial when they're going in the air fryer because that's what helps it to be really crispy. Now, after I got all the water out of them, I'm taking some olive oil and I'm just drizzling that on top as like a binder for the seasoning. And I just pour on my seasoning mix. I'm gonna put that in the description for you guys. And I'm also going to add in about a tablespoon and a half of baking powder. And what this does is to help get the chicken really nice and crispy. And I'm just going to use my clean hands, and I'm just going to mix that up really nice, making sure that everything is nicely coated. You don't want to have any piece of chicken wings that's not really coated or has like an excess amount of baking powder on top of it or anything of that sort. So just use your hands and really massage in that chicken, like, yes, get into it, like, really. Now once you see, like, right there was like some clumps of seasoning, I just made sure that I got it off. Now once I'm finished with this step right here, I just cover it with some plastic wrap and I put it inside the fridge to sit for about 4 hours or so. If you're doing this right at the moment, it's okay. Just make sure that you're getting it really nicely coated. Now I lay everything out on top of my tray right here that I sprayed with some Pam. If you guys are using this air fryer that I have, I'm going to add it in the comments in the description below. I don't remember what's the name, but I have the trays in mind, so I usually just spray them just to make sure that it doesn't stick, because sometimes when I don't spray it, they usually would get like the skin would get stuck and then it would tear. Like, it's terrible. Now I'm just laying those out really nicely, making sure that I leave like a little bit of space in between. I actually did it this way instead, and then I sprayed the top of the chicken with Pam, and this will help the skin to get really nice and crispy. I started off with 3 racks inside of my air fryer, but I eventually switched it to 2, and I just hit like the chicken option, which is like at 370 degrees, and I kept it in there for about, I want to say, like an hour basically. That's how I like it. We like our chicken extra crispy, and halfway through, like I said, I switched over to 2 racks and I made sure that I was flipping the chicken. If you're using this air fryer, I would recommend rotating the racks. This was the finished product right here. Everything was nice and crispy. Like I said, if you're using this fryer, I would recommend like switching the racks from top to bottom every like 15 minutes or so. And this was the finished product, nice and crispy skin. Now I'm gonna start with my sauce. I have 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna be using a heaping teaspoon of garlic, the minced garlic that my boyfriend did for me. If you, I won't say if you don't like garlic, because you wouldn't do garlic Parmesan wings, but if you don't want it to be too strong, then I'll just do like a regular, like, you know, like flat teaspoonful. But I really wanted that garlic flavor, so I did 2 full teaspoons. Now I'm mixing that around. You want to make sure that you have your fire on low to medium heat. And if you know, like, you're a little bit like clumsy and you're not too comfortable yet, I would start on a low heat, because this garlic is gonna brown very, very, very quickly, but we want it to be able to cook down a bit. Now make sure you have all your ingredients next to you for this. I took my honey and I just emptied out the whole bottle once I got like a nice toasty brown color on top of that garlic. And I'm just making sure that I keep stirring that up, because I don't want that garlic to brown too much, because then it's going to be terrible. Now I'm taking my spoon and I'm just mixing it up really nice, making sure that I'm combining all of that butter and that honey together and trying to get everything out of the honey bottle. This was like a 12 or 13 ounce bottle from Walmart, and this is how you want the sauce to look right here. Making sure that your chicken is hot as well. Now I'm taking 1 block of Parmesan cheese and I'm just grating that up. If you wanted to use like the Parmesan cheese that's already grated, that is perfectly fine as well. I just prefer the one that I grate myself, and I want it to look like that. Now I took my chicken out of the air fryer while it was still hot. This is very important that you have hot chicken and hot sauce, because if you try to pour cold sauce over hot chicken, you know, everything is going to get soggy and vice versa. So now I'm just pouring that hot sauce all over my chicken right here. And now I'm just going to add on some freshly chopped parsley. And I'm just going in next with about a handful of that cheese. You can add more if you wanted to, and I tried to mix it up by shaking it, but that didn't work. So I'm just using my spatula here and just gently folding it around, just making sure that everything is coated in that sauce and has cheese. Add more if you want to. You can also add more parsley if you wanted to get like that really nice color, but this was the finished product. These were so yummy. I think they're probably my top wing flavor right now. It was so yummy, so sticky and great. This is my first time actually doing wings in the air fryer, so I was very, very pleased with it, honestly. Like I said, I'm gonna add all the details in the description below. You guys don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys are new here, welcome to the family. Comment down below, let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys tried this, let me know how it was. I can't wait to hear from you guys, and I have so many more recipes coming. Thank you guys so much. Bye.